You know, the UAE government, just invested $5 billion gamble project in the less developed area. Yeah, and hope, the project help the local people to get a job. But many of the job position opening, only the foreigner apply for the job, and the local people they don't apply the job. Why? Because in the Islamic country, the Muslim consider, gamble is haram. Yeah. So the original uh, purpose of the project to help the local people get the job, just like useless. Yeah. And the gamble project expect to open in 2027. It means next year. And the project, just like the Las Vegas casino, have many high-rise building, resort, restaurant, shopping mall, housing project, and many other, accommodation for the tourists. Yeah, before, the UAE, invested for the project, they hire, many social anthropologists and economists to make sure the project, profitable. Yeah. If you guys look at, in the UAE, the Islamic country, located, across the Strait of Hormuz from Iran. But the UAE, practice moderate Islam. And if you look at the surrounding Arab area, right, they forbid, gamble in their country. But not all, the Muslim, they follow, Islamic law. Yeah, just like you see the Iranian leader children, they live the Western lifestyle, wear, less clothes, and drink alcohol, gamble. You see? You see? So if you consider, the fraction of the Muslim, they don't practice the Islamic law. They will spend, in the UAE, for their gamble habit. And the UAE can make the money from that. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, yeah. But it's so sad, because the local people, they still, the local people, just like, many of the Muslim around the world. Yeah. When come to their holy book, they blindly, follow 100%. That's why, many Islamic country, they are poor, poverty, world chaos. Yeah. Look at, the Christian, the Hindu, the Buddhist, or the Jew. Yeah. You see, their religion, forbid, alcohol, gamble, but they still, uh, play, gamble, and drink alcohol. Yeah. Some, they don't drink, but nothing wrong. They work for the alcohol company or the gamble company to make money because they pay their labor to get their payment. Nothing wrong for that, as long as the local government they allow. Yeah, nothing wrong for that. Yeah, that's why the Muslim, just open their mind. You don't have to follow, 100%, your holy book. Yeah, because you blindly, follow 100% on your holy book. That's called the problem of the world. Just see the original project to help the local people, but because the local people they so, stupid, that's why you know they don't apply the job. Yeah. That's all for the video today. I hope you guys like my video. Please support my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, we talk about global politics, social topic. Bye bye.
A 10 years golden visa, meaning the visa would cover you and your family for 10 years, but you do not get a passport. So this is important for people who come from third world countries like Nigeria, Ghana, and other parts of the world, that you think, okay, I go to the UAE, after a couple of years, I'm going to get a passport. It will not work. So if your goal is to get a passport after living in the UAE for a couple of years, then I'm sorry, the UAE is not the place for you. You have to find somewhere else. Now let's talk about social media in the UAE. A lot of people don't talk about this because social media in the UAE is highly controlled. You cannot post any negative news or anything that portrays the UAE in a negative light on social media. So before you pack your bags and go to the UAE, and if you're somebody who likes to air their opinion, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, just know that there would be consequences. As long as that your opinion does not portray the UAE in a really good light, there would be consequences. Now let's talk about public display of affection, popularly known as PDA. I've gotten a lot of questions from people asking me, and is it true that in the UAE, when you hold hands, you would go to jail? If you hold hands in the UAE with your significant other, you do not go to jail. If you sit in public with your significant other, gisting, chatting, you would not go to jail. That is in public. But if you are caught in public kissing or any form of sexual tension between you and your significant other, you would either be given a fine or you will go to jail. So just have this at the back of your mind. Unlike other countries, like here in Europe, you can see people kissing and doing all sorts of things in public. In the UAE, I'm sorry, you cannot do that. This next point is for my African brothers and sisters. Whether you're from Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, any African country at all, in 2025, do not go to the UAE if you do not have a job or a business. If anybody does not tell you this on the internet, let me be the first person to tell you that what you see on social media about the UAE is not the reality. A lot of the people you see on social media posting luxury cars, luxury houses, living the lifestyle, a lot of them are going through a lot. It is either rented, borrowed. Do not let anybody pressure you on the internet. What you see on social media is not the reality of living in Dubai. Most of them are living on either credit card debts or they are taking huge loans to do this. Most of them are even going as far as buying fake shopping bags, taking pictures of them and posting them on the internet. Do you know you can rent a Porsche or a Ferrari for as low as 100 AED, take pictures with it and post it on social media, and people will think that you have money? Do not be pressured. A lot of things you see on the internet is not real. A lot of these people are lying to your faces. So don't be pressured. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you check. Do everything you need to do before you pack your bags to come to the UAE. Do not allow anybody deceive you that when you come to the UAE, it's going to be rosy. The next point is alcohol. Can you take alcohol in the UAE? Is alcohol allowed in the UAE? Yes, you can take alcohol in the UAE as long as you have an alcohol license. This license, you can get it from all the government approved places where they sell alcohol. You can get the license. I think it's about $60. That should be around 200, 300 AED, and that will cover you for 1 year. Because for every time you want to buy alcohol from an outlet that has been approved by the government, you have to show them your alcohol license before alcohol will be sold to you. The second thing is you cannot drink and get drunk in public. If you get drunk in public, you will go to jail. So just make sure you have that in mind. The next point is dressing. How do I dress in the UAE? Do I need to always cover up and wear certain outfits? Before you pack your bags and make your way to the UAE, have it at the back of your mind that it's an Arab country and dressing modestly is very important. You cannot wear your bikini and let's say you wear a thong and a bra and walk in public. If it's not the beach or some places that you can wear that, you would be arrested. So trying to wear decent clothing, nobody is looking at what you wear, but when you're naked or almost half naked in public, you would be arrested and you will go to jail. So just make sure you have that in mind. You can wear your denims, your shorts, your skirts, your any other outfit you want to wear, but just make sure it is decent and you're properly covered. Finally, would I be recommending the UAE to anyone who wants to move there in 2025? My answer is no, I won't be recommending the UAE to anyone who wants to move there in 2025, especially if you're a Nigerian, an African who is going there to live, work. I would not recommend it for you. It is not a place you should go. If you want to go there to vacation, it is the best place for vacation. You're going to have the time of your life. But living in the UAE, personally, I do not recommend. Find other countries. If you have money to invest, if you have money to buy properties and do stuff, there are other countries you can actually invest in that you can get investments by citizenship if that is your goal. If you want to have a passport or anything, there are other countries you should look out for. The UAE, for Nigerians, for Africans, I personally do not recommend you. We've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to drop all your questions in the comment section. I'll be reading all your comments. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, comment, tag your family and friends, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.